Hey everyone, welcome back to the Clever Pixel channel. Today, we're diving into the magical world of Disney. But not the one you're thinking of. I'm talking about the Vault, the place where Disney projects go to die. Get ready to uncover some of the most fascinating, most mind-blowing projects that never saw the light of day. That's right, we're talking about the top 10 abandoned Disney projects you never knew existed. We're talking big ideas, big dreams, big investments that just kind of disappeared. Imagine a world with different Disney parks, different Disney classics, maybe even a whole different Disney as we know it. Get ready to have your minds blown because some of these are straight out of my boy Walt's wildest dreams, and I mean wild. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it. Alright guys, picture this, it's 1994. The Lion King is roaring in theaters and Disney's on top of the world. So naturally, what do they decide to do? Build another freaking theme park. This time, they're setting their sights on Virginia with a park called Disney's America. And let me tell you, this wasn't going to be your average teacups and fireworks kind of deal. We're talking history, baby. Think about it. Roller coasters themed after historical events, animatronic presidents giving speeches, the whole shebang. But not everyone was thrilled about Mickey Mouse setting up shop next to hallowed American ground. Historians, conservationists, even everyday folks started to raise their voices in protest. As the controversy grew, it became clear that Disney had a major PR nightmare on their hands. Eventually, after months of heated debate and public outcry, Disney threw in the towel. Alright, so you know how much Disney loves a good anniversary, right? Well, back in 2002, the big cheese himself, Mickey Mouse, was turning 75, and Disney had huge plans to celebrate. We're talking about a massive worldwide bash parades, merchandise, the whole 9 yards. But the crown jewel of this celebration was supposed to be a brand new animated film, The Search for Mickey Mouse. This wasn't going to be just any Mickey flick, though. This was supposed to be the big one, a movie that would redefine the character for a new generation. The story was rumored to be a wild adventure, sending Mickey on a globe-trotting quest to find a lost artifact that held the key to his very existence. But then, crickets. Silence. The movie just vanished. Some say it was because of creative differences, while others whisper about budget issues. Okay, who remembers Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That movie was a straight-up masterpiece. It blended animation and live action seamlessly, gave us iconic cartoon characters, and had a killer plot. Naturally, a sequel seemed like a no-brainer, right? Disney was totally on board. They started developing Roger Rabbit 2 almost immediately. They wanted to capture that same magic and zany energy. But the project got bogged down in legal battles and creative differences. Beastly Kingdom, where the animals roared. Almost. Alright folks, let's talk about Disney's Animal Kingdom. You've got your lush jungles, your sprawling savannas, and your majestic creatures. But did you know that there was supposed to be a whole other land? A place where mythical beasts and legendary creatures roamed free? That's right, I'm talking about Beastly Kingdom, a land that was supposed to be a celebration of all things mythical and magical. Imagine walking through enchanted forests, encountering fire-breathing dragons, and coming face-to-face with majestic unicorns. Disney had big plans for this land, but sadly, like many other projects on this list, Beastly Kingdom fell victim to budget cuts and changing priorities. After the massive investment in Animal Kingdom's opening, Disney decided to put the project on hold, focusing on other ventures. Beastly Kingdom remains a tantalizing what-if in Disney history. The Enchanted Snow Palace, Disneyland's frozen future. That never came. Hold on to your Mickey Mouse ears, folks, because this one's a real head-scratcher. Back in the 1970s, Disneyland was bursting with new ideas. And one of the most ambitious was a plan to build a massive indoor snow park called the Enchanted Snow Palace. I'm talking year-round snow, folks. Imagine stepping into a winter wonderland, complete with snow-capped mountains, glistening ice castles, and a magical forest dusted with frost. But as with many grand ideas, the reality of building an indoor snow park in sunny Southern California proved to be a bit too much. The technology wasn't quite there yet, and the cost of keeping the place cool would have been astronomical. So, sadly, the Enchanted Snow Palace was put on ice. Just imagine the possibilities. a place where you could escape the California heat and experience the magic of winter anytime you wanted. The Kingdom of the Sun, The Emperor's New Groove, but way different. Now, who here loves The Emperor's New Groove? It's hilarious, it's heartwarming, and it's got some of the best animated sequences Disney's ever produced. But what if I told you that the movie we know and love almost didn't exist? That's right! Back in the late 1990s, Disney was working on a very different film called The Kingdom of the Sun, a more serious, epic adventure inspired by Incan mythology. It was supposed to be Disney's big swing at a dramatic musical, something along the lines of Beauty and the Beast, but with a South American flair. But as production went on, the film started to stray from its original vision. The story became too convoluted, the characters too unlikable, and the tone too dark for a Disney film. So, in a bold move, Disney decided to hit the reset button. Alright, let's talk about The Gremlins, a classic horror comedy that's equal parts creepy and hilarious. But did you know that Disney almost had their own version of these mischievous creatures? Back in the 1940s, long before the hit movie we all know and love, Walt Disney himself became fascinated by the legend of gremlins, mischievous creatures that sabotaged airplanes during World War II. He saw the potential for a heartwarming story, a tale of these misunderstood creatures wreaking havoc on the world of aviation. Disney envisioned a live-action/animated hybrid film, much like Mary Poppins or Bedknobs and Broomsticks, where a group of gremlins would befriend a young boy and teach him the importance of responsibility and friendship. But despite Disney's best efforts, the project never quite got off the ground. World War II ended, the public's fascination with gremlins faded, and the film was eventually shelved. It's a shame because a Disney-fied version of the Gremlins could have been something truly special. The Rainbow Road to Oz, a Disney trip we never took. Get ready to click your heels together 3 times, folks, because this next one's a doozy. Back in the 1930s, Walt Disney himself had his sights set on bringing the magical world of Oz to the big screen. We're talking about a live-action adaptation of L. Frank Baum's beloved books, a project that was to be Disney's answer to The Wizard of Oz. Disney envisioned a grand, sweeping adventure, a film that would capture the whimsy, wonder, and heart of Baum's original stories. But despite Disney's passion for the project, it faced numerous obstacles. Securing the rights to all of Baum's books proved to be a nightmare, and the technical challenges of bringing such a fantastical world to life seemed insurmountable at the time. Eventually, after years of development and countless setbacks, Disney decided to pull the plug on the project. The Shadow King, the stop-motion movie that stopped. Okay, for all you animation buffs out there, get ready for this one. In the early 2010s, Disney was developing a stop-motion animated film called The Shadow King, a dark and whimsical tale directed by Henry Selick, the visionary behind The Nightmare Before Christmas and Coraline. Imagine a film with the spooky charm of Nightmare Before Christmas, but set in a world inspired by German expressionism and Gothic horror. The story followed a young boy who discovers he has the ability to control shadows. But his gift soon becomes a curse as he's drawn into a battle against a shadowy entity known as the Shadow King, who threatens to consume the world in darkness. They assembled an all-star cast, including Hugh Jackman, Catherine O'Hara, and Brendan Gleeson, to lend their voices to the characters. But sadly, despite all the talent and passion behind it, the Shadow King met an untimely demise. Creative differences arose, the budget ballooned, and Disney ultimately decided to pull the plug on the project. And last but not least, we come to Newt, the Pixar movie that slipped away. Pixar, the studio that brought you Toy Story, Finding Nemo, and Up, almost gave us a heartwarming tale about the last 2 blue-footed newts on Earth. Imagine a film with all the heart, humor, and stunning animation that Pixar is known for, but with a message about conservation and the importance of protecting endangered species. It was supposed to be a story about finding love in the most unexpected places, a tale of 2 newts who are forced together to save their species from extinction. But Newt and Brooke are complete opposites. Newt's a shy, awkward neurotic, while Brooke's a free-spirited adventurer. And you know what happens when opposites attract, right? Chaos, romance, and a whole lot of laughs. But alas, it was not meant to be. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 abandoned Disney projects you never knew existed. From theme parks to animated films, These projects offer a glimpse into the fascinating and sometimes heartbreaking world of Disney's unrealized dreams. It's crazy to think how different Disney might be today if even a handful of these projects had come to fruition. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing content. Let us know in the comments which abandoned Disney project you found the most interesting. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep dreaming big.